What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Elway. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go. You tighten up. 52 is the mic right here over there.
To throw is Elway. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Sayers. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Get the flag. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. 94 is the mic. 94 is the over. We got it. Check.
Young will set to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch it, watch it. 66. Throw it high. Ready.
Here's Elway to throw. Oh, now Elway has it stripped. The ball is out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Wow, move. 8. Come the ball, work.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Take 4, take 4. Go, 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 go. Ball shot. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. I'm trying to.
They run with Sayers. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
94 is the mark, 94 is the mark.
Focus, defense, focus. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Kill, shot. Go, go.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, cool. Perfect.
from the gun, it's Elway. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here's Switzer.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run. This is Sayers. Space to maneuver at the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 73 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going for the defensive guys? Plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the shotgun, Elway. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell
Check 15.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 14-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now here's Young. And quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Young on third down. He's got Evans. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Here I come. Here I come. Go then. Here I come. Catch it. Let's go. Come on. Jump.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Elway. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Elway. This one into the hands of Burton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now Elway on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs 7-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Set, ready. 15 lining, 15 lining. Check nipple, nipple, nipple. 80 weapon. 80, let her.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Shift, shift. Go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Six, six.
Here's Young on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check, check, check. Check the backer, check the backer. Check, check, check. 25, check 25, check 25.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Don't be scared. Check the outreach. Check 31. Check 31. 94 is the mark. All day. All day.
On the give, this is Sayers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
94 is a mark. 94 is a mark.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now Young. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 52.
Now a first down throw for Young. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Elway will throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Elway. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to lay one up deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
94 is the mark. I'm coming for you. You mark. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check. Fresh now.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Three down. Slam. He's checking. Crash. Go.
Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
A run at Sayers' right side. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, we got 4 down, Charlie.
Elway. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get in the weight room. Go. 99. Check 99. Oh.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Third down, Young from the gun. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go, D. 94 is the mark. 94. Echo. Switch up.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 8, Mike 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike 8, Mike 8. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Ready, go.
To throw again, Elway. It's complete to Robinson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elway. And he fires one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Young working out of the gun. And this is caught by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Hey, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got? 94 is the mic. It's a party now. What? Party now. Quick that. Squeeze. Flare.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Come on, baby. Come on.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Army, ready.
On 2nd down, Young again. And he comes back with one complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Go. I'm coming. Pass him. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go now. Hey, Loro. I got you, son. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. They go. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Watch the slats. 94 is the mic.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Bears claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Young's going to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Check three.
Young off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Target. No. Check 26. Watch that. Orbit. Slam. Check three. Kill.
To throw is Young. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Young here to throw. They get it to Sayers on the screen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 56. It's our field. Hayward. It's our field. Let's go. 50.
Young now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 56 to Mike.
To the air once more, Young. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.